Oh, well, basically just build a wall and then that'll basically just get them all out of the country. I mean, okay, look, if a mosquito comes into your house, what do?
I'm
You
sorry?
close the door. If a bunch of flies or mosquitoes or something are coming into your house, what would you do?
I'm asking for his plan.
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
not
I
asking
know.
for. I'm not
I'm
asking for.
making an analogy. I'm making an analogy here.
If a
If like a
mosquito
bunch of
comes in
bugs are
my
coming into your
if a mosquito comes in
well,
my house, if
you
I
would
see it,
close
I'm
the
gonna change.
door.
I can't hear you.
You would close the door, right? So they can't come in. Just like Trump's plan on immigration, he just builds a wall and then they don't come in. It's that simple.
Okay.
And how is he going to get the money to build this wall? Well, he's going to print more money, and then he's going to build it.
You gonna print more money?
Yeah.
And again, that is such a flawed statement. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that. So
Okay.
so keep going on how he's gonna improve our foreign immigration and foreign relations.
Okay, he's also going to put strict background checks.
Sorry?
He's going to put strict background checks on people coming into this country.
Okay.
Too. And again, people say this like, "Oh, Trump hates Mexicans and Trump hates black people."
And they have a reason to say that is because the words that came out of his mouth.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, though, that Trump says that he does love Mexicans, and some Mexicans do love him back, and black people do love him back.
Yeah, he went ahead and said that after the racist comments they made because of the high publicity he was getting because of that.
Okay.
So if I say something, if I say I hate all the Jews, and then there's a bunch of people outside my house protesting and saying how bad of a person I am, of course I'm gonna go out and retract that statement. I mean, you can say everything you want and try to say whatever you can and make it better. Doesn't mean it's true.
Well, yeah, but people change their minds, you know. I mean, he could have just changed his mind like that. I mean, people change their minds, really quick.
Okay, people can change their minds, but he didn't change his mind, and he stuck to that statement until after he got a high backlash because of that. It's not because he changed his mind out of the goodness of his heart and he realized he was wrong. He changed because there's people outside, trying to, they want to kill him because of the outrageous statements that he makes.
How do you know that for sure? I mean, you're not in Donald Trump's head. You don't know that he changed his mind for that reason.
Okay. You're right, and I'm not in his head. But if I'm gonna go ahead and make the assumption that he did not, that he held on to that statement whenever he was asked, "Hey, are you gonna retract that statement about what you said about Mexicans?" Oh no, I'm not gonna retract that. A couple of weeks later, when this is starting to gain more attention, and starting to hurt Donald Trump more than it is to help him, that's when he retracted his statement.
I think it's just a big coincidence, dude. I mean, there are such things as coincidences. You know that, right?
Oh, wait.
Oh, man, you're killing me here, man. Okay. All right, go ahead and keep talking on why. Hold on 1 second.
I'm so confused.
All right, so go ahead and keep talking on why you think Donald Trump is going to be a great president. What do you think he's going to do to strengthen our foreign relations?
Okay, foreign relations. Well, first of all, he's going to talk to a lot. He's basically going to stand up to all these world leaders pushing America around, like Vladimir Putin.
Wait, I'm so confused. I don't know how this.
Stuff like that.
I thought he said he liked Russia.
What?
I thought he said he liked Russia.
Oh yeah, I mean he can like Russia, but not like Vladimir Putin, the Russian leader.
No, he said he liked him too.
Oh, he did?
Sure did.
Oh well, he also said I didn't. I mean, maybe our misinformation's wrong.
Okay, so keep going.
Okay, well, also other world leaders, which I'm not exactly 100% sure of the name of. But he will also, talk with those other world leaders and whatnot too.
Man,
yeah.
It's kind of getting hard to debate with you, man, because you have no idea what you're talking about. I asked you what you're gonna do to strengthen foreign relations, and he said he's gonna talk to world leaders.
Well, also he's gonna just bomb the crap out of ISIS.
I'm sorry?
He's just gonna bomb the crap out of ISIS.
And that's the thing with you, Trump supporters. People like you. I know some people. I debated on people. People like last night who are actually knowledgeable in the subject. But people like you, unfortunately, you have no competence. You have no way. You have no factual argument. I asked you how's he gonna strengthen foreign relations. You say he's gonna bomb the crap out of ISIS. How is that?
Well, yeah, I mean that is just one part.
How is that strengthening foreign relations? How are you
Stop!
There are like many other. There are many other things.
Okay, so do you know what happened? You know what happened with the bombings of Afghanistan?
Say that again.
Have you ever given? Do you know what has happened with the bombings of Afghanistan? How many people died with the bombings of Afghanistan?
Oh, I'm assuming a lot of people.
Yes, a lot of people. Over 500,000 people were killed. Innocent civilians and children were killed in the bombings of Afghanistan. Okay, and
okay.
So that was those bombings came from because our president was trying to bomb these terrorist groups. Okay, so if Donald Trump is going to continue bombing these terrorist groups, do you not think, in theory, that more innocent civilians and people will die from these bombings?
Oh no, sadly, yeah, they probably will die. But I mean,
so the civilians, the safety of civilians, they deserve to die if they're in a terrorist country.
No, I never said they deserve to die.
But then why?
Sadly, some will die.
So, but you propose that
hey,
bombing ISIS or bombing these terrorist countries is a good thing. When a matter of fact, they're killing innocent civilians.
Yeah, and sadly that is the case.
And that's violating.
Ever since you put about any major conflict, sadly civilians do die.
Yes,
but like in the generals' mind, like the generals commanding all this stuff,
a lot of civilians.
They know that it's possibly unnecessary casualty. That hey, civilians might die. But luckily, our tactics have been better. Our technology has been better, and less civilians are dying when we do make these calculated attacks.
Wait, what?
Our technology and our strategies have been better. That hopefully less civilians will die when we make these calculated attacks.
That makes no sense in any. So if we have better technology, that's gonna mean less civilians are gonna die. We have technology right now that is well more than capable of killing people or killing terrorists without a mass civilian casualties.
Okay.
Okay. So again, proposing the way to eliminate ISIS, and you say that bombing ISIS is a viable solution, you are sadly mistaken.
Okay. Then how would you get rid of ISIS then?
I mean, ever since the bombs of Afghanistan, we have sent troops. There are ways to
target. Wait. Are you saying we send troops into Iraq?
I'm sorry?
Are you saying we send troops into Iraq?
No, we send jets to Iraq. Okay, we are still continuing to bombing with drone strikes, and okay, we have ways to target these terrorists without killing these civilians.
You do know that drone strikes have killed like a lot of people too. A lot of
and a lot of terrorists as well.
Yeah, okay. Just like bombings, they kill a lot of terrorists as well.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Do you agree with the Muslim ban?
Do I agree with the Muslim ban? No.
No.
And I'm glad that he did retract his statement.
All right, and so let's go ahead and not talk about that anymore because that's good.
Okay.
Anyways.
All right. Okay, I have another question to ask you.
Go ahead.
Okay, so basically, like, how would you think Trump would help make like the situation in Mexico better? Like, how would you make the situation in Mexico better? Not Trump. What is your idea to get like all those illegal immigrants not coming to America? Like, what is your ideal like scenario? Again?
Well, we do have. Well, I mean, of course, we do have a large traffic of illegal immigrants getting into this country. Okay, and that is indeed a problem. Okay, and when it comes to building a wall, okay, that is not exactly the worst propositions I've heard from Trump, but in terms of it being financially viable, and he said that we're not going to pay for it. He said he's going to make Mexico pay for it. Mexico gonna. I'm sorry.
No. Sorry, I was just saying.
Mexico is not going to pay for that, fortunately or unfortunately. And so, I mean, if he's going to have us pay for it, the people who are paying their tax dollars, then that's something for the American people to decide whether they want to do that or not. But if I was going to say, if you were asking me the question, how am I going to strengthen, or how am I going to lower the illegal immigration? Maybe tied in border security. We have, I heard that people can just walk across from Mexico to the United States without any worries of border patrol. And so there are flaws within our border security, which we can strengthen our DPS presence over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
sorry?
Wait, were you gonna say something?
No, someone will all be said false. Well, I mean, that's just what I heard from a debater that I was with. He said that people who are coming all around the country can just go to Mexico and pretty much travel across without any worries.
Okay, but like, how do you know Mexico won't pay for the wall? I mean, you don't see in the future. How do you know? How do you know that he won't pay? How do you know that Mexico won't pay for the wall?
Because they prompted the Mexican president with that question. They said Donald Trump has proposed a to build a wall along the Mexican American border